special Christmas edition of Food and Football Duck Talk. You betcha. It's going to be all about what there, bud? Yeah, this is my bud TGO.
Right here, I got the 7 most interesting bowl games for this year.
That's good.
Well, at the end of the year, some of them go into 2016.
Yeah, well, you just hang on to those. Well, folks, you didn't know this, but yesterday was TGO's birthday.
Yay!
So we have a special gift right here for him to open up here on the show. Here you go, bud.
Thank you, bud.
You betcha. From yours truly here. There. Open that up. What do you got in
Hostess
there?
cupcake?
No cupcakes in there. This is a man present right there.
Look at this.
What do you got there? Hold them up to this camera so we can see what
Wow,
you got.
those are sweet, man. Those are Papa Peens, right? Those are
Yeah.
my father's.
Yeah, my father's
Yeah, right.
cigars. 5 of them in there.
5, give me 5.
That'll
Thank
start
you,
out
sir.
that bowl week for you.
That's right. And that's a great present, and I love that. And I got something for you.
You do?
I went down to Market of Choice, and I got you a nice stromboli.
Oh, you did.
See, there it is.
Oh.
They're going to with the
Yeah.
marinara sauce.
The marinara
cheese is
sauce.
melted over
Oh,
there. It's
my
delicious.
goodness.
I tell you, you can eat
This
it
is
with-
what's left of it. I already plowed into it, man. It was just too good to be true. Let me tell you. Sausage and pepperoni and
Ah.
cheese. And
Mamma mia, that's a spicy stromboli over there.
Oh. All right, well, go ahead and read what you got there for the bowl
This
game.
is the number 1 bowl game that you must watch for entertainment value. The Boga Raton Bowl. We call it the Costanza Bowl. And Toledo versus place Temple. Temple is favored by 1. I'm telling you to take that 1 and take Toledo. Toledo is number 5 and stopping the run.
You know what they say? Holy Toledo!
Yeah, all right. And Tony Bacco is in Toledo, too, if that's still open. Anyway, Temple is 124th in rushing the ball, and they're going against the number 5 defense. How do you think that's going to end up?
That isn't going to work real well.
Toledo averages 35 points a game. Temple only averages, well, it only gives up 19 points a game. That's 16. They're pretty stingy. And,
Strength against strength.
That's right. And Temple has a quarterback who makes questionable decisions when he's under pressure. So
That's like me.
I'm predicting Temple 27, Toledo 37. So
All right, what's next?
that's next over there. And that's on the 22nd of December over there. And the next is the Orange Bowl. Oklahoma versus Clemson.
Oh.
The semifinals. Sooners have the edge in skilled players. They have a wide receiver who has 1,200 yards receiving and 11 TDs. His name is Shepard. They also have a running back, 1,300 yards and 15 TDs.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's a revenge game because last year they got beat in the Russell Athletic Bowl. They got beat 40-6. They got whipped.
Beat down.
It is a beat down. And my prediction is Oklahoma 40, Clemson 28.
Ooh.
That's going to...
Ooh, the number 1 team in the land
That's a
undefeated.
pick-em game. That's a pick-em.
Whoa.
Okay, the next is Cotton Bowl. This is on December 31st, too. It's Michigan State against Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Alabama's defense is number 1. Saban is 8-0 against his former assistants, which Dan Antonio used to be an offensive coordinator for him.
Yeah.
Plus, they have a Heisman candidate called Henry, the running back. This guy's a beast. He's a beast of a man.
Mm-hmm.
He carries the ball like 40 times a game.
You might win the Heisman.
He might win the Heisman. But the Spartans are 7-1 against top 10 teams. Alabama is a 9-point favorite, but I'm picking Sparty 24-21.
I'm with you there on that, buddy. I'm picking Sparty
Take
all the
points,
way.
man.
I'm picking Sparty.
Yeah, Sparty. Yeah. Also, January 1st, the Rose Bowl.
Good. This is as good as the Rose Bowl, I'm telling you.
The Rose Bowl is a granddaddy of all bowls, by the way. It's the oldest bowl game there is.
Mm-hmm.
Stanford is favored by 6.5. It's Iowa versus Stanford. Iowa's defense is stellar. They only give up 18.5 points a game. Stanford scores 37. So that's going to be a real battle.
Yeah.
Stanford also has a senior quarterback, Hogan.
Strength against strength.
Where's my stuff?
Hogan's heroes will come through, I'm predicting.
Christian McCaffrey, 479 all-purpose yards in the Pac-12 championship game.
Yeah, I know. And
he was running amok.
And this guy's not going to win the Heisman? I mean,
he's a sophomore.
Mr. Do Everything.
Yeah. The guy's a stud, man. My prediction, Stanford 28, Iowa 21.
Woo! All right. I hope so.
The Fiesta Bowl, January 1st. Notre Dame versus Ohio State. Everybody hates Ohio State. Do you like Ohio State? Do you hate them?
Everybody likes Ohio State from Ohio.
Well, there's Wild Bill Hayes.
Well, that's true.
Billy the Kid. Anyway, Notre Dame averages 35 points a game. I did not know that they were that prolific. As does the Buckeyes. So this is going to be a pretty good game.
Yep.
Irish gives up 24 points a game, while Ohio State is number 2 in the country. They only give 14 points a game up on defense.
Wow.
Notre Dame is 0-3 versus Ohio State. Prediction. This is my underdog shocker right here. Irish 28, Buckeyes 21. But you got to remember, I hate the Buckeyes, so take that with a grain of salt.
Are you saying it might be skewed there in the prediction?
You will.
Yeah.
The next is the Citrus Bowl. That's also on January 1st, and that's Michigan versus Florida.
Get your oranges out.
Michigan's a 4.5-point favorite in this one. Wolverines average 31 points a game while giving up 17. That's a pretty big differential.
Yeah.
Florida averages 24 points per game while giving up only 17. But I think Jim Harbaugh, I don't know if it'll be a positive or a negative response by the team, but he's going to have them fired up. And so I'm taking my prediction, Wolverines 30, Florida 21.
Go blue! Whoop!
And then finally, the Alamo Bowl, which we'll go over maybe after Christmas.
Who the heck's in the Alamo Bowl?
Oregon and TCU.
Well, what do you know about that? Our favorite Ducks.
And they're like the 2 highest scoring offenses in the bowl game. They're both averaging over 40 points a game. There's not going to be a lot of defensive stands.
That's going to be a shootout.
Yeah.
Track meet.
Yeah. Both teams could have been in the Final Four, but because of injuries to key people, they didn't make it.
That's right.
But this should be a really great game. It's almost like a Final Four game. And both teams average over 40 points a game.
Yeah.
The Horned Frogs are hopeful that they have their stud wide receiver back. Josh Dotson, 79 receptions, 1,387 yards, and 14 TDs.
Wow.
But the Ducks, they spread the ball out. The Ducks really they almost have 3,600 yards of reception. Do you believe that? That's incredible.
And they have everybody back except Byron Marshall, so they're pretty darn healthy.
Yeah, they are. They got, what's that guy's
Carrington?
Addison. He's the leading receiver this year.
Only got 4 touchdowns against the Beavers. Oh, which, by the way, is one of the teams in the Pac-12 that's not going. There are 10 teams going to a bowl game from the Pac-12 this year. Isn't that amazing?
That's great. And VA, Vernon Adams, he threw for over 2,500 yards, and he was out like 2.5 games.
Yeah, there you go.
And I think the difference is going to come down to the place kicker, because he's 91% success rate on his field goal attempts. And my prediction, Ducks 38 and the Horned Frogs 35. Go Ducks.
Wow. Well, my prediction on that game is going to be, I know this might be a little out of order because they won't have played a game for a long time, but I'm picking the Ducks 52-49 with that field goal at the end of the game to win it.
Yep, the last team to have the ball will win the game, I think.
I agree. Yeah.
How was that Stromboli over there?
I'm telling you, I'm down to almost the last bite.
Oh, that's good.
If you could have only talked a little longer, I would have finished this puppy off. But boy, that's some kind of delicious. Damn it.
$7 a slice.
Worth every penny. All right, does that mean I'm up?
Yep.
Really? All right, well, I better hurry up, sports fans. I know how you don't like these lagged moments and live action here. Well, I got to put my spectacles on here so I can go ahead and read this. So, anyway, hey, I'm just going to talk a little bit more about the bowl gluttony. Certainly raises some red flags regarding teams and quality. You know, the bowl system has finally snapped after years of being stretched thin. This is from the AP Press, by the way. 3 teams with losing records, for crying out loud, is going to be among the 80 teams playing in 40 bowl games over the next month. 40 bowl games.
They added like 4 bowl games this year.
The off-season task force will study the bowl system and intend on making changes to prevent that from happening again. And the NCAA has largely removed itself from the bowl business, allowing conferences and committees and television networks to create postseason games. So, the NCAA is now looking to take control of the bowls, but everyone agrees adjustments need to be made. Quote, the members are going to figure out what's the purpose of bowl games. NCAA President Mark Emmert told reporters Wednesday at the IMG Intercollegiate Athletics Forum. Is it a reward for a successful season, or is it just another game that we're going to provide an opportunity for? That's what needs to be decided. 10 years ago, a bit less than 50% of the FBS earned a postseason bid in a bowl game. But this season, guess what? 63%
Wow.
of the 127 teams are playing in bowl games. Why not play bowl games just for the teams with losing records then? I mean, come on. Yep, so the new NCAA Football Oversight Committee was forced to tweak the safety net policy to allow 5 and 7 teams to be bowl eligible based on the academic progress rates. That let the Big Ten fill its contracted bowl spots with Nebraska and Minnesota through a new Arizona bowl game in Tucson, ending up with matching Mountain West teams. So
I really don't care how many bowl games there are, because it's just like these kids, they go into a jamboree. You know?
Sure, but see, here's the thing. You and I love college football.
Yeah.
Other people, you know, they want to watch a little more hockey, a little more NFL, so they want to just kind of squeeze down the bowls to just the best ones, because that's what kind of consumes all the airtime over the holidays.
Wouldn't you want to see who's the worst bowl team in the...
Well, sure. I mean, I enjoy doing that, but I know everybody else likes Hallmark Christmas shows. So anyway, that's enough of that. Pac-12's Larry Scott was speaking up the other day at the Pac-12 football media, and he said the 14 college football playoff is a lucrative game of musical chairs for the Power 5 conferences. Mm-hmm. When the music stopped after the conference championship games last Saturday night, the Pac-12 was the one left standing without a seat in the 14 playoff. Now, he's got good reason to be upset about that, because is it the Big 12 there? What am I thinking of? Yeah, they don't have a championship game. So they got an automatic, somebody's in there.
And a lot of leagues only play 8 conference games.
That's exactly right. So, you know, Larry Scott's talking about that's got to change. Everybody either plays 9 or everybody plays 8. Plus the conference championship game. So, Final rankings will have to settle out for another trip to the Rose Bowl to face number 5 Iowa. So Oklahoma earned the number 4 spot after winning the the Big 12, which has a 9-game round-robin conference schedule during the regular season, but no conference championship game. And of course, it's going to be up to all the commissioners to try and solve those problems this next coming year. I mean, good luck with that. That's almost like the people in Congress trying to battle over issues, you know.
Couldn't you eat one of these every day?
Oh, you know, I could. I'm done
I
too.
don't know how long every day would last, though. It's delicious.
So, hey, where we at? Well, no hot seat today. We had our predictions, and you know what? I think we're done except for the eating. So,
let's have some music.
Let's have some music. We wish you all a Merry Christmas. We'll see you back here sometime after Christmas. We're going to have a pre-bowl game show before the December 31st. That's when all the big teams play in the Alamo Bowl. So we'll see you then. Keep a lookout. Hey, drive safely out there. Enjoy your food and drink and your Christmas time.
And your family.